Hey, call me Shape, and today I'm reacting to a video entitled Pretty Black Woman Cries When Rich Man Splits the Bill. Let's get right into it.
I went on a date today, and I'd like to tell you about this date because it's classic. We started speaking by phone. We've been talking for a week. We decided that we were going to go to a cafe today, and originally he wanted to go to a coffee spot. I'm not big on coffee, so he did the cafe. I get there first, and there's a wait. I put our name on there, but it was like a 45-minute wait, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to just be awkwardly sitting or standing here with him, and, kind of defeats the purpose of sitting down and kind of getting to know each other at a table. So we go to the restaurant next door, and we get a table. He orders a coffee, I order a water, and then the waitress comes up and says, do you guys want anything? He said, oh, I already ate prior, but I hadn't eaten, so I needed something to eat. So I ordered myself a sandwich, and, it took a little bit, but then the food comes, and prior to that, he had been talking about all his cars. He just got a Lamborghini. He showed me the picture of the car. You know how when people deposit money into your accounts, you get the text message. So he just got $200,000 deposited into his checkings. Great for you. Nice to see. Whatever. Good. I don't really care. Good. Great. Whatever. So he's talking about all of this stuff. And it's, it's okay. Like, people like to speak about the things they have and the things they do. And that's great. I mean, I'm not big on that. So, but I don't mind. We're here. I'm getting to know you. So I'm eating my food, and he's like, oh, those smell great. I was like, would you like a fry? So now he's eating the fries with me. And I'm fine with that because I'm like, sometimes when you see somebody else get food, you tend to get hungry. So I'm like, okay, he's fucking hungry. But now he's eating most of my fries. And I'm like, okay, would you like half of my sandwich? He said, no, stuff. So I asked him, does he want half of my sandwich? He said, no, I'm not that hungry. But yeah, you're eating all my fries. So, okay. So the lady comes, and at this point, I'm like, I'm just kind of ready to go. So I asked her for a box, and I asked for the check. So the check was placed in front of me, and the box was placed in front of him. So he grabs the check and hands me the box. So I put my food in there, and I said, how would you like to do this? Would you like to split it? I didn't know how much the bill was, but I was like, this is our first time meeting. I feel like, let me just be kind. Like, I would do it for anybody anyways, but still. He goes, oh, no. I'll just pay for my coffee. His coffee was $4, and he gave me $5. So I look at the bill. The bill was...
Okay, so it's funny to me, right? And I could listen to this story, and we can rack on this guy and say that he's probably not rich, and he's probably broke, and all that stuff. But the real question is, why did you match with him? You matched with him. He's your match. And you spoke to him for over a week. And still didn't know that he might not be who he say he is. And that he's broke, or that he's cheap, or both. So we could look at the guy in this situation and we could say, oh, he lied, he this, he that. But why y'all keep falling for the liars? We all have our dating problems, right? We all have our dating problems. I tell people my dating problem is I attract more people than I actually have a connection with. So I actually get rejected a lot because there's a lot of people that find me attractive, but we don't actually have a real connection. Because a lot of them are of the world and I'm of the spirit, right? I have some strong beliefs, and a lot of them don't, and that's fine, okay? So I get rejected too, okay? But that's my issue, okay? I don't get attractive enough women issue. These women don't get rich enough issues, right? Their man is not rich enough, and they keep falling for these liars. And they go online to make fun of the liars, but you should be making fun of yourself because you're the one on a date with the liar.
$50. Mind you, when he pulled out all 5 ones, he also took out a $20 bill and gracefully put that motherfucker back in his wallet. And that's fine. He didn't even pay for the fucking tip. I was so pissed when I saw that the bill was $20.50 that the lady, our waitress, she ended up I gave her $30 on top of his $5, because I said, wow, he couldn't even pay $20.50, but you could brag about having $200K just being deposited, showing me your Lamborghini, your Tesla, your Mazda, your 2022 Bentley. I really felt bad about myself because I'm like, damn, this nigga really didn't want to pay $20 for a bill. I have gone on dates with men who turned out to be bums and they've paid the full tab. And you're bragging the whole date about everything that you have, and you couldn't pay $20.50 fucking cents. I was a fucking cheap date at that. Didn't even get I have been applying for Love is Blind, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and I haven't gotten a response yet. And I am begging at this point for somebody to open my damn application. It even says I don't want to date in my area. Look at how this date went. My bill was $20.50 fucking cents. And I managed to go on a date with a guy who gave me $5 towards the bill and didn't even put money towards the tip. You could have gave me the fucking 50 cents. I am so upset. I'm like livid. And then they had the audacity to say, can I walk you to your car? I'd rather be walked by a stranger. Lord Jesus. If y'all don't open my application, my name is Gabrielle Basili. I am trying to get on one of these shows. I need to be something because look at, I'm not going on another date. I'm done. Like this is sickening. I just can't. This is sickening.
It's funny to me, and there's so much to say about this, and we're going to say a good amount of it. I think it's very interesting. You know, women don't realize, these modern women don't realize they don't qualify for what they want. What they qualify for is the exact guy they get. You qualify for exactly what you get. You see how much you're making in your job? That's exactly what you're worth. Maybe you're worth more, but you're going to have to prove that. But until now, we know you're worth what you're getting. That's why I know I can hold off and wait for a beautiful woman because I've dated beautiful women. If you never dated a beautiful woman before and you're in your 30s as a man, I mean, you could get rich. You could get famous. Those two things are unlikely anyway. So in the slight chance that happens, you have other problems. But for most men, don't expect to get a beautiful woman now. I mean, it might be all depends on if you improve your life. And you know what? As men, we have the luxury of where we can keep building ourselves. But for women, your value is tied to your youth. And as you get older, at least on the dating market, I'm not saying your value as a person, you have value as a person, but on the dating market, your value is tied to your youth. Why? Because men say so. Men, our value is tied to our money. Why? Because women say so. So you guys want rich men, and we want beautiful young women. And the man you qualify for is a man who pretends to be rich. You even said yourself, you've been on dates with bums. You've been on dates with bums. You even said yourself, you've been on dates with bums who end up paying the bill. So you have bums that paid the bill. Now you got a bum that can't pay the bill or won't pay the bill. They're effectively the same. Whether he could or he would not. I mean, still the same. But you can't help but see that you're the common denominator. See, like I said, I understand my dating play. We all have dating woes. I'll end up on a date with a chick I'm very attracted to, who I'll be very happy to be seen with in public. But then we find out that we have no connection. But it's hard at first because lust is so strong when people love following the flesh. They don't pay attention to someone's character. Just like this girl. She probably paid more attention to how attracted she was to this guy. She doesn't have money, so it's not like he's splurging on her, so he's not attracted to his money. So these are men that you're attracted to. You find men that you're attracted to, but they're bums. But you know why that keeps happening? Because a lot of women think that being a boss babe is the most attractive thing on a dating market for a woman, and it's not. And we see the results. I've made videos about this, countless amount of videos. I've made so many videos about this subject. It's funny. If you throw a rock and it lands in TikTok, it's going to hit a modern woman. And she's going to say exactly this. Okay? You don't got to search far and wide for this kind of information. You don't. This is actually common. This is why I can make 3, 4, 5 videos a day. There is abundance of this outcome, yet women keep running back to this. Why? Because my personal belief is about control. We have been slaves for so long, not just in a black sense. I'm just talking about in society. People have been told what to do for so long. They figure in love, in their life, in their personal life, they're going to finally get to tell people what to do. And so a lot of women, in my personal opinion, want control. Because that's what was going to make them feel safe. But the reality of it is the only men they can control are the exact men they're on the dates with. And those are men that are bums, that can't afford to pay the bill, or won't pay the bill. Either way, they're still bums. And you're on a date with them. So, that's my thoughts on it. I think she's an attractive black woman. I think I see the story over and over and over and over and over again. And I think I'm going to keep seeing the story. And I feel for you black women, but I think if you want to see a difference in your life, you want to see a change in your life, what you're going to have to do is listen to men. You keep listening to yourself. You keep listening to what pop culture tells you. You keep listening to the feminist lie. And you keep getting the same result. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.